Good day, folks. Thank you for joining us here at Your Health. On today's program, we would like to talk about royal jelly from the honeybee. This substance is simply amazing. It can be used as a natural antibiotic. It can be used to help stimulate the healing of wounds. It can be used in cancer treatment, the prevention of side effects from chemotherapy and radiation damage. We can go on and on. It's an amazing substance. We owe a lot to the honeybee, and if you'd like to learn more about royal jelly and its many health uses, stay tuned. But first, we're going to go to the news. Let's see what's happening in the health world. Reading from a light-emitting electronic device before bedtime may affect sleep quality. Researchers from Brigham and Women's Hospital compared the effects of using an iPad for 4 hours before bedtime with reading from a traditional book. They found when the study subjects read from an iPad, it disrupted the circadian rhythm, or sleep and awake cycles of the subjects. They found iPad reading led to increased time to fall asleep, reduced REM and overall sleep time, along with decreased melatonin production and a morning alertness. The study was published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences. Related research from McGill University published in Sleep Medicine finds children that get a good night's sleep perform better in math and language testing. You know, folks, most of our modern electronic advancements help to make our lives easier. However, we are currently going through a remarkable electronic growth phase where some of the gadgets may do more harm than good. And this study found reading or working on a computer that emits shortwave blue light prior to bed interferes with sleep quality. Working on an iPad, for example, prior to bed results in more time to fall asleep, less REM sleep, reduced melatonin production, and more grogginess upon awaking in the morning. The researchers report the electronic devices reduce sleep efficiency. Over time, it could have a profound effect on our overall health, such as increasing the risk of cancer due to reduced melatonin production. Now, our second study finds when school kids get a good night's sleep, they do better in math and language testing. Many schools have switched over to electronic textbooks so that students have no choice but to read and do homework from electronic devices. The practices, of course, reduces cost and the need for cumbersome traditional books, but what about the long-term health impact from electronic devices? Now, I assure you we will be seeing more research on this subject in the near future. We'll keep you up on that. But in the meantime, we should try our best to finish all computer and iPad work during the daylight hours to help minimize the circadian disruptive effects of shortwave blue light. Lung cancer is the most common cause of cancer death among both men and women. A major reason for this is lung cancer is hard to detect in its early stages when treatments are most effective. New research and development from Tel Aviv University has led to a breathalyzer test that can detect lung cancer by analyzing exhaled air. The breathalyzer instrument has an embedded nanotech chip that literally sniffs out chemicals created by cancerous lung tumors. Folks, this group of researchers from Israel has been working on their electronic cancer detecting breathalyzer for over 10 years. They conducted a study on some 350 subjects, a portion of whom had lung cancer. They found their nanotech chip, as they call it, could accurately predict which subjects had lung cancer 90% of the time. Even when the tumors were too small to be seen on standard x-rays, they could be found. They also found the machine could tell what type of lung cancer the patient had. The origins of this remarkable breakthrough comes from observing dogs that paid particular attention to skin lesions that eventually were diagnosed as cancerous. The thought was if a dog's nose could detect abnormal scent molecules from skin cancer, perhaps a machine could do the same for difficult to diagnose cancers in humans. The inventors of the lung cancer detecting breathalyzers say lung cancers omit volatile organic compounds that are unique to specific lung cancer types. Now, this is an amazing development, and it will most certainly save lives, and it will be available for widespread use within a couple years. Lumbar epidural corticosteroid injections are less effective in relieving pain from lumbar spinal stenosis than once thought. Researchers from the University of Washington conducted a double-blind, randomized trial with 400 subjects in pain from lumbar spinal stenosis. They compared the effect of an epidural injection with a local anesthetic, along with a corticosteroid with just a local anesthetic. They found the group that received the corticosteroid fared slightly better at 3 weeks, but at 6 weeks' time, both groups reported equivalent pain levels. The study was published in the New England Journal of Medicine. Folks, every year over 2 million Americans receive an epidural steroid and anesthetic injection for spinal stenosis. And this study, the first large-scale double-blind study of its kind, found adding steroid to the injection did little more than just the anesthetic alone. Folks, corticosteroids are powerful medicines. They can save lives or they can cause serious side effects that can lead to devastating health conditions. If the practice of injecting steroids into the lumbar spine for spinal stenosis does not help, well, we should stop using them. Many of you watching today have a chronic degenerative health condition that started with a spine injury or a ruptured disc from a car accident or industrial accident. The pain was so intense, perhaps you felt you had no choice but to take a series of epidural injections. Now, some found relief, but if this study is true, most noticed no difference in pain. But you were left with the side effects of the steroid, such as weight gain, diabetes, thinning of the bones, hypertension, and more. Now, I'm certain the results of this study will be refuted by future studies. There's a lot of money at stake here, of course, but for now, I advise you to be careful with epidural steroid injections for spinal stenosis. You may have more side effects than benefits. Well, today on Your Health, we would like to discuss royal jelly from the honeybee. Stay tuned to learn more. Can you lower your risk of disease? The answer is yes. One way is by including fruit in your diet. Fruit contains valuable nutrients that can reduce the risk of heart disease, stroke, and even some cancers.
We've searched the world and found 4 fruits we believe are among the best. Noni from Polynesia, acai from the Amazon, and 2 new ones, goji and mangosteen.
These 4 juices each have amazing properties that make them great additions to your nutritional plan. If you're a diabetic or have chronic pain, these juices will help you feel better and have more energy. Plus, they help with digestion.
Now you can experience the health-promoting benefits of all 4 in one convenient package we call the Fruits of the World 4-pack. And remember, it's 50% off by the case.
Order online at bioinnovations.net or call 888-442-2128 and let us assist you in making the right choices for better health. Ask about the AutoShip program for additional savings. That number's 888-442-2128.
I'm Cindy Becker for Your Health at a Glance. We all have said, I need to get some exercise, but how many of us put on our walking shoes and go? Learning a little more about the health benefits of exercise may help you get motivated to lace up those walking shoes. Exercise helps to control our appetite and weight. It maintains strong muscles. It promotes the release of endorphins that counter depression while helping us feel good about our lives. Exercise helps to lower blood glucose, promotes a strong circulatory system, and controls cholesterol. Exercise even helps us get a good night's sleep. Recent research finds dog owners who regularly walk their pet are 34% more likely to achieve fitness goals. You can get all of these health benefits by walking 30 minutes 4 times a week. Just 30 minutes a day. Start today, and you'll start to get all those benefits. For Your Health at a Glance, I'm Cindy Becker.
There are thousands of fungal species, and at least 200 of them have been found to cause human diseases.
Fungal infections are common, so what can we do to protect ourselves?
One solution is oregano, a natural alternative. Oregano fights problems created by fungus and yeast overgrowth, and it improves many other health conditions.
At BioInnovations, we offer oregano in gel caps and liquid extract.
Yeast and fungal disorders can improve.
So take charge of your health by choosing a natural alternative such as oregano gel caps or oil of oregano liquid extract.
Order online at bioinnovations.net or call 888-442-2128 and let us assist you in making the right choices for better health. Ask about the AutoShip program for additional savings. That number's 888-442-2128.
Welcome back, everyone. It is such a blessing to be with you today. Well, we have an information-packed show today. This is going to be great. We're going to be talking about royal jelly. Royal jelly is amazing. What an amazing bioactive nutrient that really is nature's secret to great health. Well, Richard, the products of the honeybee, have been studied. And I love the fact that they're biblical. These go back to thousands of years, thousands of years ago, and they have really been the secret to good health for many.
Yes, humans have been using bee products, including honey and royal jelly and propolis and all these other things, and the wax from the hive for as long as humans have been looking for food. In fact, the honey of the hive was the first sweet snack that humans ever encountered, aside from fruits. But of course, the honey is such a concentrated form of the sweet. The King James Bible mentions honey 73 times. The Bible describes the Promised Land as the land of milk and honey. In the Bible, it uses honey as a metaphor for something sweet or desirable. In the Jewish tradition, honey symbolizes the new year. And you'll see little straws of honey at stores near the New Year time for that celebration. In Proverbs 24:1, it states, "Eat honey, my son, for it is good. Honey from the comb is sweet to your taste." Remember John the Baptist. He survived in the desert by eating just locusts, yes, an insect, but locust is among the clean insects that you can eat if you need to in a survival setting. Locusts and honey, he survived off of this. Good to know. I hope we never have to rely on just locusts and honey, but he did it, so we could probably do that too. The ancient Egyptians used honey as an embalming fluid, and they have found honey in the tombs of pharaohs that could still be eaten 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 years later. It is a natural preservative. The highly concentrated sugars acts as a natural preservative, enduring many, many hundreds of years. Quite remarkable. The Chinese and the Japanese and the Eastern cultures have been using royal jelly, a part of the honey product, for over 4,000 years. Pliny the Elder, who was a Roman physician, devotes much of his writings to the medicinal products, properties of bee products. And in the more modern era, in 1922, Professor Remy Chauvin of France wrote extensively of royal jelly's therapeutic properties. You know, everyone loves the taste of honey, but the honeybee provides more than just sweet honey. We also can use bee pollen from the honeybee. You know, the bee goes from plant to plant, typically flowering plants, and it pollinizes this plant, and it collects pollen. It collects it on its legs, takes it back to the hive where it is used as food. Well, the pollen can be flicked off the legs of the bees by putting a little brush in the entryway, and beekeepers will collect some of this pollen and use it for medicinal purposes. Also, bee propolis. Propolis is a part of the hive structure. It's incorporated into the honeycomb and the ceiling of the hive. And what propolis is a powerful antiviral, antifungal, antibacterial that can be used. But perhaps the most complex and with the most potential for use is royal jelly. Royal jelly is a complex mixture of biologically active components, and it has quite diverse use. Now, we have separated ourselves in modern culture from the process of beekeeping, so we thought it'd be a fun endeavor to go to one of our local beekeepers here in Texas and see just exactly how they maintain the hive. Shall we go to that now? Let's look.
You're looking inside a healthy honeybee hive. Millions of worker bees are making honey that's rich in protein, minerals, and vitamins. But critical to the life of this hive is another byproduct called royal jelly. It's only made by young worker bees to transform larvae into a new queen.
As the bee progresses through the 20-odd jobs that worker bees have, one of them is producing royal jelly. And the only bee that gets fed that royal jelly is a bee that's going to be turned into a queen. And it's the eating of this royal jelly that forces just what would have been a worker bee, a girl worker bee, she turns into a queen bee because she's eaten the royal jelly.
Okay, Janet, we have our armor on. I've got my bee suit, and it fits great, so let's go see your hive.
All right, let's go have some fun.
Ro is a third-generation beekeeper and is known affectionately as the bee charmer among fellow beekeepers. She uses smoke, a natural and traditional way to prevent the bees from stinging as she works the hive.
You want slow and steady on the smoke. You don't want to do it so hard that it's hot and pushes them. We want a cool smoke.
A well-managed hive can produce 500 grams of royal jelly in 6 months. So beekeepers trick the worker bees to make royal jelly even when they don't need a new queen bee. That's how we can make enough royal jelly to use as a supplement.
They trick the bees into believing that they need to raise queens.
There's royal jelly.
There you go. That's royal jelly.
Look at that's royal jelly right from the hive.
Honeybees pack plenty of vitamins into royal jelly. This nutritious food is fit for a queen. It contains B-complex vitamins, including B5 pantothenic acid, B6 pyridoxine, B3 niacin, essential vitamins to sustain life.
I've talked to some cancer patients who actually had a little jar of royal jelly they were eating like a teaspoonful every day while they were taking their chemo because they said it made them feel better.
Research dating back to the 1950s shows royal jelly has antibiotic properties too. It can provide protection against E. coli, salmonella, and a strain of staphylococcus, common bacteria in our environment. Royal jelly also shows some antifungal and antiviral properties as well.
But anyway, there we go.
That was fantastic. That was just amazing.
You've done your first hive.
Thank you so much. I mean, I've wanted to do that ever since I worked with my granddad when I was a little girl at his hives.
Well,
this is just amazing.
I'm so happy that you could come.
Did you get stung during any of this process?
You know what? I did not. And I was not a bit afraid because she had me so suited up. And you notice she didn't wear gloves.
No, she didn't. I noticed that.
And she said she does get stung just about every day, but it builds up her immunity, so she doesn't care. So I was like, well, wait a minute.
There are people who use the sting as a therapeutic modality, too, for arthritis and MS.
Really?
People are doing this.
Yeah.
They are. So it's just fascinating what all the honeybee provides for us. And we haven't even talked about the bees' role in pollinating our food crops. That's a whole nother subject. Well, folks, let's go to our break. When we return, I want to talk about the composition of royal jelly. What's the science on this amazing substance? Is your life out of balance? It may be. The average American consumes far too many omega-6s and not enough omega-3s. This creates an imbalance.
So what can we do to get back in balance? We can eat a healthy diet.
And most of us need to supplement with omega-3 rich fish oil. Fish oil contains omega-3s with DHA and EPA, fatty acids that promote good brain and heart health. So reduce omega-6 in your nutritional plan and boost omega-3 to get back in balance.
To help you do that, BioInnovations offers 2 products, the Fish Oil Complex and Omega-369, both formulated for your health and well-being. So how do you choose? For highest levels of DHA and EPA, choose the Fish Oil Complex. For a balanced formula, choose the 369.
Go online at bioinnovations.net or call 888-442-2128. Ask about the AutoShip program for additional savings. I'm Cindy Becker, and this is Your Health at a Glance. Heavy metal poisoning is a growing concern, and it may play a role in your health. It can happen through occupational exposure or environmental pollution, or both. If you work in a metal shop, a smelting plant, or any type of facility that uses electroplating or welding, you may be suffering from heavy metal exposure. But those of us who live in cities may suffer from heavy metal exposure through environmental pollution. It's the #1 cause of heavy metal poisoning. It can occur over a long period of exposure, or it can happen after a single dose. Symptoms can be overlooked because they're symptoms of common diseases such as fatigue, memory loss, tremor, joint pain, and indigestion. These are common symptoms of heavy metal poisoning. If your health is declining and you haven't been able to figure out the underlying cause, discuss heavy metal poisoning with your doctor. For Your Health at a Glance, I'm Cindy Becker.
For centuries, the herb astragalus has been a staple of traditional Chinese medicine. It's used to create a strong shield, protecting the immune system.
Astragalus is also used to support healthy heart and lung function.
There's even more. Astragalus helps to calm total body inflammation, a common cause of pain and chronic illness.
All of that without the use of medication.
That's right. Support your health the way nature intended with astragalus root.
BioInnovations brings you Dr. Becker's Bionutrients Astragalus Root Extract. BioInnovations is the affordable source that you can trust for all your vitamin and supplement needs.
Give us a call at 888-442-2128 or order online at bioinnovations.net and see what astragalus can do for your health. That number once again is 888-442-2128. Ask about the auto ship program for additional savings. Call today. We're back, everyone, discussing royal jelly. This just is an amazing substance. We call it the Queen's secret for many reasons. So, Richard,
yes,
the medicinal properties of royal jelly are just amazing.
They really are. This royal jelly, it is a milky white gelatinous substance manufactured by young nurse worker bees. And they feed this royal jelly to the larva in the hive. All larvae get some royal jelly, but if a larva is exclusively fed royal jelly, it develops into a queen bee. Okay, so that's the story on that. An exclusively royal jelly fed larvae, a queen, can live up to 5 to 7 years, whereas the other typical bees only live 7, 8, 10 weeks. So the notion of giving exclusively fed royal jelly to the larvae, you know, this is a 1,000% increase or more in lifespan. And early human observers of this phenomena thought maybe that would apply to humans. And if a human were to eat a lot of royal jelly, it could prolong their life. Well, of course, that's not a source of immortality. We know that. It didn't work out quite that way. A typical hive will produce about 2.5 pounds or 1,000 grams of royal jelly a year. And as you saw in our bee footage there, if you trick the hive into the sense that it needs more queens, it needs another queen, it will make more royal jelly. And you can harvest that so the hive still has enough and we can use it for medicinal use as well. Now, royal jelly is a complex chemical substance. It has at least 169 compounds. That's where we're at currently, the identified compounds in royal jelly. It's a complex mixture of proteins, carbohydrates and sugars, lipids, minerals, vitamins, and as of yet undefined substances. It has been called the quintessential culmination of natural biosynthesis. Royal jelly contains almost all of the essential nutrients. Historical use of royal jelly, putative use as it's called in the scientific tests, used for longevity, we talked about that, used for immunity, it's used as an antibiotic, it's used as a food for its vitamin and mineral content, it's used to promote fertility and wound healing. It's interesting, now that we know more about the science of royal jelly, how many of the putative uses, the historical uses, were right on base. We know now from reviewing the research on royal jelly, it has anti-tumor, anti-cancer activity. It is a really tremendous antibiotic, anti-fungal, and antiviral. It has all these properties that can be used by us. It helps to lower cholesterol. It's anti-hyperlipidemic. It has an estrogenic effect with no estrogen in it, so it's used for menopausal type conditions or hormonal problems. That was one of the putative uses that has been validated by science. Neurogenic, meaning it can help nerves heal and repair and grow, which is a quite remarkable thing to achieve. Has anti-allergy, anti-inflammatory, protection from pollutants, toxins, and medicine overdose, chemoprotective, and immune modulatory properties. It can rev up the immune system, it can calm it down. Let's look at some of these individual categories of benefit from royal jelly. Let's look at the antibiotic properties. Royal jelly contains a special type of lipid called 10-hydroxy-2-decanoic acid, or HDEA. This is a medium-chain hydroxy fatty acid that has remarkable antibiotic properties. It shows strong inhibition of Staphylococcus and Pseudomonas and E. coli and a variety of organisms that can make us quite sick. But it does more than just acts as an antibiotic. It inhibits cancer growth, and it modulates the immune system. It can be used as a therapy for menopause and other hormonal problems. It's used as anti-aging, and induction of nerve regeneration, and more. So it is probable that this HDEA, or 10-hydroxy-2-decanoic acid, affects the DNA function. Somehow it's involved in cell signaling, and it turns on certain components of cellular mechanisms to achieve all these things. Royal jelly also contains a substance called neopterin. Now, Humans make neuroptin. It's not foreign to us. We make it ourselves. But we use it in our bodies to activate macrophages. This is a type of white blood cell. It is the engulfing. It's the Pac-Man cell. When you turn on a macrophage, it turns on the entire immune cascade, and neopterin does this. When we use neopterin from royal jelly, it creates a unique effect. It turns on the immune system, but it calms the inflammatory reaction that occurs when the immune system is turned on. Let me give you an example to help you understand this, because this is one of the keys to understanding how to use royal jelly. Let's say I come down with a case of strep throat. I become quite sick. My immune system recognizes the foreign bacteria. It sets into motion the white blood cells and the antibody production to kill this strep. But while this is all going on, our throats become very red and inflamed, doesn't it? You're suffering, you feel bad, you have a fever. This is the inflammatory arm of the immune reaction. So what neopterin does is found in royal jelly. It turns on that immune response so you can fight the strep throat better, but it calms the inflammation so you're not suffering so bad. And it's able to do that without compromising the benefit of the immune system, because that inflammation's there to help you kill the germ too, but you don't want to knock it down too much. So this is really quite a remarkable component of this neopterin, modulating the immune system, turning it on, but calming the inflammatory response. And now imagine an autoimmune disease where our immune system is falsely and wrongly activated, and it's attacking our normal tissues. Well, we definitely want to calm that inflammatory response down. You see, now you're seeing how neopterin can be used in royal jelly for your benefit. So this means that royal jelly has rare and unique properties. Immune studies on royal jelly shows immune modulating effects. It increases the production of antibodies and immune competent cell proliferation. They know the mechanism. There's a substance called royalsin. It does this. This is aside from neopterin. It also does this. Royal jelly modulates T cell activity. You know, your T cells are involved in cell-mediated immunity. Helps us to fight off viruses, cancer, and fungal infections. It also helps to control allergic response and autoimmune response. Royal jelly modulates T cells to our benefit. But it does it, you know, steroids does this to a degree too, but we have so many side effects from steroids that over time, they're prohibitive for many conditions, and we need alternatives to steroids, and royal jelly is one of those. It increases the immune response via the macrophage and T and B cells, and increased turnover of these immune competent parameters. It helps to get this up and going, helps you to make antibodies. Autoimmunity, we had discussed a little bit of that. Studies show that in thyroid disease, specifically Graves' disease, where we begin to make antibodies to our thyroid gland to our detriment, it's not a good thing. Royal jelly blocks the action of the thyroid stimulating hormone receptor antibodies. So we begin to make antibodies that attach to the receptors on the thyroid cell, and it activates that cell, and you can become hyperthyroidic to your demise. It gets so bad that it can be life-threatening. Well, royal jelly in 2 studies now decreases those antibody levels and helps to block that receptor so you don't have that profound thyroid reaction. Useful in Graves' disease, very useful. Royal jelly has been studied in Japan at a couple of universities. The East, the Orient, has paid a lot more attention to royal jelly and all the products of the bee than Western medicine has. And from their studies, they found that royal jelly delays the onset of lupus in an animal study. So we have Graves' disease and lupus as well. We also know that royal jelly slows the destruction in rheumatoid arthritis. It inhibits this 12-hydroxy-2-decanoic HDEA, that medium chain hydroxy fatty acid. It slows down an enzyme called metalloproteinase. Matrix metalloproteinase. This is the enzyme in rheumatoid arthritis that destroys the joint and leaves the rheumatoid patient with the crippling arthritis. It inhibits that arthritis-inducing molecule, and so it helps the rheumatoid arthritis patients, and they know how it does it. Let's do a little into the cancer section before the break. Royal jelly treats oral mucositis. One of the great problems in cancer therapy is the induction of a sore mouth due to chemotherapy or radiation about the head and neck. And it's very difficult to treat this. Many, many agents have been studied, and very few, if any, give relief after the fact. The most benefit comes from using antioxidants, beta-glucans, and other agents while and before you receive the radiation. But not everybody knows to do this. So they end up with a very sore mouth. This compromises their ability to take further treatment and hence their ability to conquer this terrible disease, cancer. Guess what? Royal jelly helps to calm the sore mouth of oral mucositis induced from radiation therapy or chemotherapy. This is quite amazing. This is a good spot to tell you, royal jelly doesn't taste good. You think it would taste like honey, but it doesn't. You can mix a little honey with it and it greatly improves the taste, but for the oral mucositis, it's important to swish it around the mouth for best results. More science on royal jelly when we return. Vitamin D deficiency is at epidemic levels in the United States. Chances are you aren't getting enough of this essential nutrient. Vitamin D is one of the most important molecules in the human body. It's required for the proper function of nearly 4,000 genes and 1,000 metabolic chemical reactions.
BioInnovations brings you Dr. Becker's BioNutrients Vitamin D3. Now, supplementing with vitamin D is safe and affordable.
Studies show that vitamin D deficiency can lead to poor immune function, depression, cardiovascular disease, bone disease, diabetes, cancer, and much more. Starting supplementing vitamin D today for better health tomorrow.
BioInnovations is the affordable source that you can trust for all your vitamin and supplement needs. So give us a call at 888-442-2128. That's 888-442-2128. Or order online at bioinnovations.net.
I'm Dr. Richard Becker, and this is Your Health at a Glance. If you have an irresistible urge to move when you're falling asleep, you may have restless leg syndrome. This is a puzzling but common condition. It causes you to feel odd sensations relieved only by moving your legs. You wake up often and usually suffer from insomnia. Different medical conditions cause restless leg syndrome, such as iron deficiency, magnesium deficiency, varicose veins, pregnancy, fibromyalgia, peripheral neuropathy, Parkinson's disease, or a side effect of taking antidepressants or antihistamines. Supplementing your diet with vitamin C, E, D, and magnesium may be helpful. If you are iron deficient, take iron only if a doctor tells you to do so. If you can correct the underlying cause, you can quiet your legs and sleep through the night. For Your Health at a Glance, I'm Dr. Richard Becker. For thousands of years, Eastern health practitioners have used mushrooms for a variety of treatments.
And recently, scientists everywhere in the world have turned to mushrooms in search of health-promoting compounds.
These are known as medicinal mushrooms. Among some of the most potent are ABM, maitake, reishi, shiitake, and cordyceps sinensis.
At BioInnovations, we've made available 4 of the most powerful mushrooms in one easy-to-use formula. We call it the Mushroom Complex. We also offer the amazing mushroom cordyceps sinensis in a standalone formula.
Cordyceps helps boost energy, an amazing discovery now used in both Eastern and Western medicine. So take advantage of thousands of years of health knowledge.
Order online at bioinnovations.net or call 888-442-2128 and let us assist you in making the right choices for better health. Ask about the AutoShip program for additional savings.
Welcome back, everyone. We're having a great discussion on royal jelly, this amazing, amazing secret of the queen bee. Well, to help you get this wonderful little packed full of nutrition capsule today, we have a great special. We've got a buy one, get one free. That's where you buy 1 bottle at the regular price. You're going to get a second bottle free. So don't miss out on that. That's today only. Great special. Well, Richard, we were talking before the break about the cancer patient and the different nutritional support that the royal jelly can offer them. And you know, we hear so much about the ills of cancer. We've known and had friends who suffered from the oral cancers, and the pain they go through is It's really hard.
It doesn't go
and
away
you
quick,
think
this
about it,
pain.
they have to eat to
They have
get,
to eat.
you know, keeping their weight up is so hard anyway.
Yes.
That when you add a sore mouth on top of it, it's just too much.
Yeah, it's not like you just burned your tongue on a hot cup of coffee. This is severe pain that inhibits their ability to eat and drink, and it shortens their lifespan. And we have precious little to help these folks, and we have 3 studies now that show royal jelly helps to speed that healing. It also is important, and they did this in the studies, to use a anti-yeast measure and then a topical anesthetic in this slurry you're going to swallow for the oral mucositis. You can make a wonderful natural anesthetic with clove from your spice cabinet. Crush a little clove, mix it with a little royal jelly and maybe a little oil of oregano, swish it around in your mouth with a little noni juice, swish it around, then swallow it 2, 3, 4 times a day, whatever you can do to help relieve that oral mucositis. Here's another problem we have when we do radiation therapy, let's say for breast cancer, and we're radiating the chest. We've learned that radiation therapy for cancer depletes trace minerals and elements in the body. And they found when you gave royal jelly to the victim of the cancer who was going to receive the radiation, it helped to preserve these trace elements and prevented depletion in the host. This is quite remarkable because this is something that doctors don't test for very often. I would be surprised if any doctor ever, when the patient says, I've been through radiation, but I feel terrible. Nothing's working for me. I've lost so much weight, I can't gain it back. I have no appetite. Well, this can absolutely be related to trace element depletion. And royal jelly helps you to maintain that. Helps to protect normal tissues from the side effects of radiation. That is quite remarkable. What else here? Royal jelly in human breast cancer, it has anti-xenoestrogen properties. What do I mean by that? You know, our environment's full of pollutants. Let's just talk about pesticides and bisphenol and plasticizers and these things. They have estrogen-like properties. And we all have it in our system, and it's one of the reasons why we see more breast cancer than ever. We have pollution driving estrogen effects. And royal jelly blocks that. Isn't that remarkable? So that would be a good daily, if you say, for example, a strong family history of breast cancer and you want to make a routine that you're doing every day, a little royal jelly periodically would help you achieve that end. Slows the growth of a variety of human breast cancer cell lines, aside from blocking the xenoestrogen. Protects from cisplatin-induced oxidative stress, so chemotherapy creates great oxidative stress. Royal jelly helps to protect for that. Royal jelly also helps to block the effect of poisons and toxins. If you want to send mycotoxin, you know, fungi make powerful chemicals that can kill people and animals, and royal jelly helps to protect from that. Royal jelly helps to protect from cadmium toxicity. Cadmium is found in high levels in cigarette smoke. It's one of the reasons why smokers develop emphysema and even lung cancer probably. And so royal jelly, in theory and by reason, would help to protect that. In animal studies, it shows benefit there. Royal jelly protects from laboratory-induced paracetamol or Tylenol, acetaminophen poisoning. Number 1 cause of acute liver failure in America is overdose of acetaminophen. Royal jelly helps to protect that. How is this useful? Maybe you're a chronic pain patient and you take daily medication for pain and it has in it acetaminophen. And you're concerned because you're taking multiple medicines that your liver is in trouble. And you should be concerned. Add a little milk thistle, a little royal jelly to your plan, probiotics and fiber. It'll help to protect your liver from these toxins that you're using to help relieve your pain. Makes sense to me. What else here? Royal jelly and green tea protects the kidneys from the damaging effects of chemotherapy. Let's go on to hormonal issues. One of the problems in menopause is chilliness. Get cold really easy. Ladies, they found that royal jelly helps to protect from that shivering cold feeling that you get so frequently with menopausal issues. PMS, 110 subjects, double-blind, placebo-controlled. Royal jelly reduces the symptoms of PMS. So we see truly royal jelly has hormonal augmenting, blocking effects, normalization of the hormonal systems that can be used with great safety. No true hormone in it whatsoever. That makes it easier to use long-term without complication side effects. Diabetes, this is perhaps one of the most remarkable uses of royal jelly is its use in diabetes. Remarkably effective in treating human diabetic foot ulcers. Even when the bone is infected, we want to apply it topically to the diabetic foot ulcer. Royal jelly is effective against Pseudomonas aeruginosus. This is a common infection in diabetic foot ulcers, or a co-inhabiting bacteria. It's not infected, but it's living there and it's having a negative effect. Royal jelly helps to normalize the flora in these foot ulcers while it stimulates healing and repair. Even if the ulcer is down into the bone of the foot, it stimulates bone formation. That's quite remarkable. There's been multiple studies on this now, and it's been confirmed in animal studies and in diabetic rats and in humans now. Royal jelly in diabetic lab animals improves blood pressure while lowering insulin resistance and insulin levels. Diabetic weight loss, health promoting perspective. This is a journal. Double-blind placebo-controlled royal jelly reduces calories consumed and weight loss in diabetic subjects. Improves glucose tolerance test results, area under the curve, lower blood sugar, lower long-term glucose levels. Let's go to our break, and we have a few of the unusual things that royal jelly can do, including the wound healing. I want to get into that a little more and help you understand how remarkable royal jelly is in helping wounds to heal when we return.
Are you one of the 62 million Americans suffering from gastrointestinal problems? Do you struggle with other chronic conditions? That's why we offer Dr. Becker's Bionutrient Probiotics.
After years of research, we developed a revolutionary probiotic formula with gastro defense technology. This system protects the good bacteria from stomach acid so the probiotics reach the intestines where they go to work. Additionally, we use live count technology to prolong the shelf life of the probiotics, so there's no need for refrigeration.
Dr. Becker's Bionutrient Probiotics is a powerful combination and one of the most effective formulas available today. And we offer a children's chewable formula too, both at prices you can afford.
Order online at bioinnovations.net or call 888-442-2128 and let us assist you in making the right choices for better health. Ask about the AutoShip program for additional savings. That number's 888-442-2128.
For many of us, the days pass on by. Whether it's living for the weekend, waiting till the kids come home, or waiting for whatever is next, don't waste your life waiting on tomorrow when there is still today. Benjamin Franklin said, "Do you love life? Then do not squander time, for that's the stuff life is made of." The Lord did not give us today to sit and wait on tomorrow. What we do today shapes our tomorrows. As David wrote in Psalm 90:12, "Teach us to number our days, that we may gain a heart of wisdom."
Every day, about 200 million Americans do not get enough of a key essential mineral.
That mineral is magnesium. The typical American diet does not supply enough.
And magnesium is so important. It protects bones and helps more than 300 different enzymes in the human body perform efficiently.
That's why Bioinnovations offers chelated magnesium capsules for oral use and topical magnesium gel to be applied to the skin. That's 2 forms of magnesium to meet your daily needs.
Scientific evidence points to chelation as the best method of vitamin and mineral formulation.
Order online at bioinnovations.net or call 888-442-2128 and let us assist you in making the right choices for better health.
Because chances are you are one of the 200 million Americans who need more magnesium every day.
Again, that number is 888-442-2128. Call today. Ask about the AutoShip program for additional savings.
We're back, everyone. Just a quick reminder that's special again today on Royal Jelly. Buy one, get one free. This is fantastic. So you buy one bottle at the regular price and you'll get a second bottle free. That's today only. I don't want you to miss it. Now, Richard, we have some unusual properties and some unusual conditions that Royal Jelly might surprise us all that it's really a great nutritional support for.
Yes, Royal Jelly is helpful in cardiovascular disease. It lowers blood pressure through ACE inhibition, angiotensin converting enzyme inhibition. Many of our medicines do the same thing, but here's a natural product that is an alternative to medicine that will help lower your blood pressure. It also lowers total cholesterol, LDL cholesterol. Serum cholesterol can be reduced by about 15%. with Royal Jelly, and total serum lipids, which would be your triglycerides, by about 10%. So you're getting multiple benefits from a pattern of taking Royal Jelly. Here's the part that I find just amazing and have some experience with, and it's just, as they say, mind-blowing when you see what Royal Jelly can do to wound repair. Royal Jelly turns on nerve regeneration. This is really something. It converts nerve stem cells into mature nerve cells. It converts them into neurons, astrocytes, and oligodendrocytes. Now you just, all the cells of the nervous system, you turned on to replicate and replace in light of injury. So any wound, you can open a capsule of Royal Jelly and just pour it right into the wound. Of course, you want to clean the wound first, you know, get it prepared like you would, and then use it as part of your dressing right into the wound. Even if it's a diabetic foot ulcer, clean the wound, debride the old dead tissue, open a Royal Jelly and put it right into the wound. Then you can cover it with honey. Cover it with honey. This has been studied and very effective in helping diabetic foot ulcers to heal. It also helps to stimulate bone formation. It turns on the bone stem cells too, and helps that. So even if the diabetic foot ulcer is eroded all the way down into the base of the bone, it'll help restore that bony content. I find that just amazing. So I would do it where I apply it to the wound and systemically. Take a little internally as well as topically. Royal Jelly also has antidepressant and anti-anxiety effects. Royal Jelly protects from ultraviolet B radiation. It's one of our best agents to use for the cancer patient because of its protection from the toxic effects of the chemotherapy, protection from the radiation, all of it. It's very helpful, and its direct effect on inhibiting cancer growth. Royal Jelly also reduces inflammation and strengthens periodontal ligaments. If you're having trouble with losing teeth due to periodontal disease and the ligaments are becoming loose and you're afraid of, get into a habit of swishing and swallowing a prep with Royal Jelly in it. And again, it doesn't taste well, but you can put a little honey with it and it improves the taste dramatically. What else? Royal Jelly reduces pruritus in animal model. So we've covered a lot of pruritus. That's itch. If you have chronic itch, Royal Jelly can help you with that as well. We've covered a lot of things, and it may be kind of confusing to us. So let's just go through a list of things that Royal Jelly can be helpful for. Pay attention. Maybe you'll hear your condition on this list. First of all, Royal Jelly is highly nutritious. It's like taking a multiple vitamin when you take it. It activates and coordinates the immune system. If you're having immune dysfunction of virtually any type, from AIDS to just too many colds, Royal Jelly can be helpful to you. It's useful in infectious disease, cancers, and autoimmune disease. It protects the immune system. It initiates healing. Quite remarkable. We don't have that many things that initiate healing. It modulates our hormonal systems, making it helpful in PMS, dysmenorrhea, painful periods, menopause, and even prostate issues, men. Supports organs in metabolic disease and diabetes, neuropathy can be helpful there. Helps to maintain good blood glucose levels, helps you to control your cholesterol. So we can use Royal Jelly for a wide variety of things. And one study was done recently, a double-blind placebo-controlled. Royal Jelly improved blood production in this group of people, glucose tolerance, mental health, and overall quality of life. We call this the MIBU, the early signs of disease before your lab tests show positive. Have you been to several doctors? I'm not right, something's off, and they do blood tests, everything looks normal. This happens almost every day in every doctor's office across the country. Well, we can't find anything. You know something's wrong. This is exactly where Royal Jelly does its best. The pre-symptomatic disease, when you have symptoms but no lab tests yet. If you look it up in the scientific writings, it's called MIBU. That's apparently a Japanese term. Okay, so royal jelly can be used for allergies, sinus, asthma, inflammatory bowel disease, ulcerative colitis, Crohn's disease, yeast problems. So common. Royal jelly is very helpful with yeast problems. Anything that is painful or inflamed, from gout to arthritis, pancreatitis, any of these things that are inflammation-based pain, intestinal dysbiosis, wide variety of infections, diabetes, diabetic foot ulcers, trauma of any type, malunion of bones, broken bones that won't heal. Seriously, start taking the royal jelly. Vitamin D, a good mineral blend, and a good nutritious diet, and we have a much better chance of healing those bones. Elevated cholesterol levels, nutritional support for the cancer, prevention of toxicity from cancer therapies, protection from radiation, healing of the sores of the mouth that are associated with cancer, fatigue, protecting the liver from medications and chronic pain syndromes, autoimmune diseases. Don't forget the Graves' disease, lowering that antibody's ability to attach to the thyroid gland and cause abnormally high secretion of thyroid hormone. It can really put you into a life-threatening scenario. Royal jelly has been shown to help with that, lowers those antibody levels. Let's see, what else? Menopausal use, all the hormonal things, we mentioned that, and of course as a beauty aid with topical applications. Don't be afraid to apply it directly on the skin. You can mix it with things. It does not taste good, but we'll get around that. Well, we have our break, and when we return, let's talk about how we take royal jelly. How often a day? How much do we need to take? That's useful information when we return. Have you heard of Cordyceps sinensis, the medicinal mushroom that supports metabolic processes for stimulant-free energy? This remarkable mushroom also supports the immune and respiratory systems, as well as the heart and lungs.
BioInnovations brings you Dr. Becker's Bionutrients, Cordyceps sinensis.
Medicinal mushrooms contain beta-glucans, compounds that promote healthy immune function while helping to coordinate multiple body systems. And Cordyceps sinensis is among the safest and most powerful medicinal mushrooms available today, making it your choice for stimulant-free natural energy.
BioInnovations is the affordable source that you can trust for all your vitamin and supplement needs. Give us a call at 888-442-2128. That's 888-442-2128. Or order online at bioinnovations.net. Be sure to ask about the auto ship program for additional savings.
I'm Cindy Becker for Your Health at a Glance. We all have said, I need to get some exercise, but how many of us put on our walking shoes and go? Learning a little more about the health benefits of exercise may help you get motivated to lace up those walking shoes. Exercise helps to control our appetite and weight. It maintains strong muscles. It promotes the release of endorphins that counter depression while helping us feel good about our lives. Exercise helps to lower blood glucose, promotes a strong circulatory system, and controls cholesterol. Exercise even helps us get a good night's sleep. Recent research finds dog owners who regularly walk their pet are 34% more likely to achieve fitness goals. You can get all of these health benefits by walking 30 minutes 4 times a week. Just 30 minutes a day. Start today, and you'll start to get all those benefits. For Your Health at a Glance, I'm Cindy Becker.
Do you believe that nature holds the answer to your health needs? Are you looking for a supplement that's simple and pure, yet really works?
If you're looking for nature's answer to better health, look to Aloha Noni Juice. It's pure and fresh, just like nature intended. Aloha Noni Juice is brought to you direct from the islands of Polynesia.
Aloha Noni Juice is 100% pure with no added sugar or sweet fruit fillers. It's the perfect addition to your low-sugar diet.
Aloha Noni Juice drinkers will tell you their vitality, energy, and sense of well-being have improved, along with relief from many painful conditions. Made by nature, proven by science. because Aloha Noni Juice contains only nature's best.
And now you can enjoy the benefits of our new 100% certified organic Noni Juice.
Order online at bioinnovations.net or call 888-442-2128 and let us assist you in making the right choices for better health. Ask about the AutoShip program for additional savings. Your Health is brought to you by BioInnovations, trusted products for your health and well-being.
We're back, everyone. Time is short, but I want to get one more announcement into you. We have a great special today on the Royal Jelly. It's buy one, get one free. You buy one bottle at the regular price, and you're going to get a second bottle free. Fantastic time to get the Royal Jelly, the Queen's Secret. Well, Richard, let's talk about how you take Royal Jelly as a supplement and a nutritional support.
Okay, it's important to understand that fresh royal jelly right from the hive is unstable. It loses its medicinal properties relatively quickly, so it's an impractical way to get royal jelly to the masses. If you have the hive in your backyard and you're familiar with the beekeeping practices, you can have access to royal jelly. But the rest of the world isn't going to be able to use it that way because it loses potency very quickly. We have ways of stabilizing royal jelly. One, you can take the fresh royal jelly and mix it in honey. Okay, that helps to stabilize, but still that's a problem. You can desiccate the royal jelly, which all that means is you're taking all the water component out of it. That is a beautiful way to stabilize royal jelly. It also keeps the weight of royal jelly down, so it costs less to ship. And so that's what we do, is we desiccate the royal jelly. This stabilizes royal jelly. Now, the typical dose of royal jelly, if we're using the raw, original, direct from the hive, is anywhere from 50 milligrams, which is, oh, I don't know, 1/25 of a teaspoon. It's a tiny amount. You don't need a lot of it, but some of the benefits of royal jelly accumulate with increasing dose. So there's added benefit to taking more, so up to 2 grams. When you desiccate the royal jelly, it becomes very light, so our capsule holds about 286 milligrams of the dried royal jelly. This is equal to 1 full gram. That's a very large dose of royal jelly. So this is a supplement that you don't need to take 8, 10, 12 of them. You know, the medicinal mushrooms, you have to take quite a bit of those for a true effect. But royal jelly, 1 or 2 capsules a day is plenty. It does the job. Now, it's important everybody understands if you're allergic to bees, don't take royal jelly, don't take bee pollen, don't take any bee product. It's not in your interest. And further, in babies less than 1 year of age, they should also not take any bee product because bee products, especially honey, contain botulinum toxin. It's been that way ever since humans have been ingesting it. We have antibodies, it blocks any problem for us. But the little ones, under 1 year of age, they've not done this yet. So babies under 1 year of age should not take any bee products. After that, if you're not allergic and if you're not under 1 year of age, all the bee products are fine. Royal jelly is really one of our true jewels. Quite diverse in its use. And I want to mention real quickly, if the oral mucositis, take a little noni, put a royal jelly, a little oil of oregano, a drop or 2, and crush a clove, mix that in, swish and swallow. Do that several times. For the diabetic foot ulcer, take a little noni, open a royal jelly, put in a beta-glucan, open a beta-glucan, make a little paste, and apply it right to the diabetic foot ulcer. Well, it's a superfood with amazing medicinal properties. Royal jelly can help you overcome your health challenge, and almost everyone can take advantage of this amazing substance. We use it frequently in our home. You should come to understand its benefits too, because it can really make a difference. And it's amazing to see how it improves wound healing. Thank you for your kind attention today. We'll see you again tomorrow right here at Your Health. Bye-bye, everyone.
Thanks, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Hello, I'm Bill Malone of Christian Television Network's Play and Giving Department. Did you know that a will is one of the most important documents that you will ever sign? Yet a majority of Americans die each year with no will, and so the government receives a large percentage of their estate in taxes and fees. We can help you eliminate this loss with our free Guide to Wills and Trusts booklet. Call the number on your screen or go to our website for further information. Your long-range plans deserve special attention.
Join Jim and Lori Baker every day as they welcome anointed teachers.
The result of our prayers will determine the future of our nation.
and the most dynamic personalities from around the world as we share grace and restoration.
You might have made a mistake, but you're not a mistake. But God spoke to me one time and He said, I'll never define you by your